What's up, guys? It's Will from TekBeatTV bringing to you a review of the Mophie Juice Pack Air for the iPhone 4. First off, I'd like to thank Mophie for sending me these out for review. I've used this for about a week now, and I gotta say, it is a pretty good battery case to extend the life of your iPhone 4. You know, if you're in a bind and you don't want to carry that extra battery pack or that extra, we'll call it like a hyper pack or a power pack, and you just want it part of your case. You don't want to carry an extra piece of equipment with you. This is what you would be looking for as a possible solution. But let's open up the packaging. Mophie does a great job with the packaging. It's essentially, so if you zoom in right here, it is a protective case. You can charge and sync it while it's still in the case. It has a standby switch. It's got that indicator, which is really valuable to determine, you know, how much battery life you still have left in the case itself. And it's lightweight, soft touch, which I love. Love cases that are soft touch. Most of the time I tend to not like, or I tend to stay away from cases that are more glossy just because they attract fingerprints and they scratch pretty easily. But let's dive right in and open this up. Put it back into the case so you guys could see the great packaging that I kind of incorporated into this case. Move this packaging aside. So what they do incorporate is this charge sync cable, right? Nice, decent length. Plugs in the USB on one end, and it's a micro USB for the case itself on the other. But this is the case itself. Mophie incorporates, you know, this manual that you can read. It's got a lot of information with regards to the specs to this and any other type of information you would want about the specifications for this, but I won't go into detail. Again, you guys can ask me for details or specs for this. Just comment or send me a private message and I'll guarantee to get back to you, okay? So it is soft touch, so in the back, so this is all soft touch material, right? Soft touch material. Inside is also soft touch material, which is great, so it doesn't mar your phone. It's not like a glossy surface or plastic that could rub against your phone. You see that 30-pin connector that's on the bottom? It does have two wells that basically function to allow you to still have the microphone and speaker perform as well, or if not better, for when your phone is still in the case. But let's put it in the case real quick. Just slide your phone right in. Perfectly slides right in, and then the top locks in place, and your phone is in the case. The Juice Pack Air, and none would be the wiser. It does have a little bit of a lip that goes around the edge of the phone, so you do have a little bit of a lay on the table design. The bottom, as you can see, does have that LED indicator. As you can tell, I've got about 3 left after charging this overnight and still using it during the day. It's got a switch that you can either charge your phone, so you just heard that buzz, right? You can either charge your phone or shut it off, right? You can shut it off and, you know, not use the case and just use the phone just in general. There was no issues with playing video games or any type of swiping across the screen. I didn't run across the edge. It didn't interfere with any part of the touchscreen. Again, no manufacturing flash remainder issues, anything like that. There was no hanging plastic or rough edges on the phone. Everything is smooth, perfect. So I can tell you right here, this is the port entry for that micro USB. Just push it in and it charges, right? Slide it back out. Now, it is a great overall phone. It did about double the usage time for my phone during the day, about double the time. But a few caveats that I would want to mention to you guys, especially because pretty thorough in my reviews, and some of you guys may call it nitpicky, but I'd like to mention it anyways. First off, this is the bigger one. All the cutouts are nice and you know, smooth. Again, no camera flash issues, right? With that nice wide cutout, it's soft touch. There's no gloss surface, so you don't get any flashback, so that's good there. But if you'll notice on the top and the sides, the well that is cut for those is pretty deep. So pressing that standby wait key was a little bit difficult, or more difficult than I would have liked, right? It just was a little too deep for me. I wish it was a little bit cut a little bit slimmer right around the top edges, and had it been that, it would have been a lot easier to press the volume rocker as well as the vibrate key. So the well is a little deep. That's one complaint. The other complaint is, now this is really being nitpicky, but if you'll notice, this side lines up pretty perfectly, right? So the bottom edge, nice and great right there, but this top portion bulged a little bit. I wasn't a huge fan of that because you have to kind of press it a little bit to make it even out, and it juts out. Got kind of annoying a little bit later, but again, that's really cosmetic. It doesn't affect the performance of the battery case at all, right? Last thing I'd like to mention is after frequent use of this, right? So if you move it in out of your pocket, or you take the case out of your off your phone very frequently, you might notice a little bit of a loosening of this top slider, right? So one issue that I did have was essentially sometimes taking this out of my pants pocket. I don't know if it was because of the frequent, because I have to review a lot of cases, so I have to swap these out pretty often, right? The first time I put this on, it was relatively tight. I would say relatively tight. But now it's gotten to the point where even a little bit of tension, like I didn't even have to force that off. It's just I'm doing very light amount of force there, and I can pull this top piece off. So I can foresee some people, if they frequently move this out in and out of their pocket, or they frequently swap their cases, this could get loose over time. But I will speak with Mophie about that and let you know if that was just a issue with my particular sample, or if that's how it's going to be for the majority of them. But there you have it, guys. That's my review of the Mophie Juice Pack Air. Great quality, great build. Just a few issues with some of this particular sample. I'll put a link to their site on the down bar description bar, and you guys can go check it out for yourself. And again, if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment box, via private message, or email me. I get back to any method whatsoever. And again, please subscribe, please rate, thumbs up, and I'll talk to you guys real soon with another product review. Peace. But let us peel this open, and there it is. There is the motion sensor.